take control of the game after a
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, it's all.
Thank you.
We see cycles all the time in the NBA for sure, David. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Williams is out there with Whiteside. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Hardy in at the one spot. And for Detroit, Hayes and Cunningham, the backcourt pair. Isaiah Stewart out there with Grant. And it's Warren in at the small forward. Outside Tatum. Right side, Williams. 6 to shoot. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, you can tell there's... a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
High, arcing shot. Basket counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Brown the pass to Whiteside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Now, here's Cunningham, guarded by Tatum. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham.
If you're going to play for this team, you've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end. And Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Counted good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Warren. Grant outside. Shoots. No good on that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Tatum drives in. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority. A powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
And in terms of the mid-range game, Brown has joined a very elite crowd.
Yeah, no doubt. This guy is both prolific and proficient. He has worked so hard on the short area dribble, the shot release so much more consistent, as is his focus.
Tatum down low. Hayes on him. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Pistons trail by 6. Here's Cunningham. Great D that time from Tatum.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Warren the pass to Stewart. Another shot, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Boston now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Grant against Williams. Grant kicks to Cunningham. Passes it to Stewart. Over Whiteside. Offensive rebound. Grant. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Grant. Pass to Hayes. Puts up a 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Maker's checked in.
Vaughn Maker.
Brown feeling it out a bit. And the pass to Hardy. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maker. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Down by 12. Here's Warren. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Ryan is checked in for Isaiah Stewart. Now, here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. Over Williams. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Hardy passes to Williams. Bryant with the rebound. Pistons trail by 14. And here's Hayes. And in the game with Washington, he did not play well. Hardy passes to Tatum. Well, Dorsey's already a great scorer, and now Tatum has become an incredibly efficient scorer.
Well, listen, the great ones are not only about putting up numbers, it's how efficiently you do it. From three, from the free throw line, this guy is so much more consistent. And yes, he's got the mid-range game that he can go to in tough spots. This guy plays big at the rim. He's everything you want offensively.
Here's Cunningham. And Makers sends it back. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so you can't fault him for going for the block.
Boston making a switch here. Morris is checked in for Robert Williams. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Tatum. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Fulton for ABC. Now, here's Cunningham, defended by DiVincenzo. They get it back. Second chance shot, and the layup is up. Up and in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Driving inside and finished off by Fultz.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to DiVincenzo. The three-pointer, no good. Pistons trailed by 14. Here's Warren. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Fultz with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Caldwell-Pope for three. One up. One down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, here's Cunningham, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And that one drops for him.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now Fultz. And here is Maker. No good on the triple. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Hayes with it. Guarded now by Morris. Hayes, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Pistons. Now, here's Cunningham, defended by DiVincenzo. Fades, kept alive. Olynyk, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nothing like combining a long frame with a willingness to out-hustle everyone on the court. That defines Kelly Olynyk.
Count that bucket. Fultz has got his second bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Hayes, the pass to Olynyk. He kicks it to Cunningham. No one near him. And he nails the jumper. Cunningham's got 6.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Fultz, the pass to Caldwell Pope. This is to Maker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The shot's good from Hayes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, some great players at the small forward position. But TJ...
I'm looking forward to it, like I say all the time.
Well, we know Greg had a breakthrough for his 6th season, but Warren missed almost all of year 7 to injury.
Yeah, and he's confident he can come back strong. Remember, this is a guy who scored 53 points in a game, so his talent level, obvious.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
There's something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Hayes and Cunningham, the backcourt pair. Olynyk is out there with Warren. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. To the paint, Olynyk with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Back to Hayes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach John Casey says, if we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Olynyk dishes to Grant. Kicks it to Hayes. Shot from 12. Off the left rim and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Whiteside inside, covered by Hayes, and the jam by Whiteside.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pistons trail by 17. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stewart finds Grant. Clock at 6. Pass to Hayes. This one for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
To stop the run. That shot off. Nice D from Williams. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Cunningham inside. Tatum on him. Hayes, no good. Boston leading by 22. There's the pass to Hardy. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Detroit making a switch here. Ryans checked in. Boston also with the sub. Makers checked in. Here's ABC, covered by Hayes. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his second basket.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Pass to Cunningham. Trying to get something going. Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got 10.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
It's the Pistons mascot.
For Boston, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's ABC to throw the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Outside Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Pistons making a change here. Both good from the line that time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Bryant. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
I think there was some things after Thomas Thomas Bryant had a strong freshman year at Indiana that he would declare for the draft. It's interesting he opts for a second year. That seems to be a real rarity in this one-and-done era.
Here's ABC. He's got 6. Feeds it to Williams. Rebounded by the Pistons. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Drains the three-pointer. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Here's ABC. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Cunningham. And a new group in for the Celtics. Morris is checked in for Robert Williams. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Jason Tatum. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for ABC. Grant the pass to Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And there's the drive. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Grant. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 12-4 run. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
And that one, good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Inside, here's Maker. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Maker's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Here's Grant. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Back to Grant. And Maker sends it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Fultz with the ball. 10 points for him. Caldwell-Pope outside. Boston needs to get off a shot. Maker can't hit the turnaround jumper. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Caldwell-Pope against Grant. For the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Boston on top, just. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. ABC is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Whiteside. And here we go, coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reverse the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Hayes the pass to Warren. Nails the 16-footer.
Well, this guy loves to take advantage of mid-range shots. T.J. Warren in his comfort zone there.
Going inside. He can't hit that time. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Hayes trying to break free. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Brown outside. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And Hayes kicks to Warren. Grant outside. Passes it to Hayes. Goes back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Pistons have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Hayes hits them both. Now a timeout called by Boston. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's ABC. 6 points for him. And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. And he uses the glass on the lane. Brown's got 11 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top 3-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
Now, here's Cunningham. Defense is right there. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 23. Hardy passes to Tatum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Stewart. Over Whiteside. Stewart misses. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Left side, Warren. And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his second foul of the game. Robert Williams is checked in for Thonmaker. Detroit with the ball. Cunningham looking it over. For three, Olynyk. Rebound by Williams. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Rebound, Detroit. Warren with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Now, here's Cunningham. He's tightly guarded. Here's Olynyk. True on the 14-footer. Olynyk's got 9.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
Hardy passes to Whiteside. It's stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pistons trailed by 21. Lee outside. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Brown throws it down.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Uncovered. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Boston leading by 21. Here's ABC. 6 points for him. Brown outside. Got a piece of it.
Okay, Kelly Olynyk getting up high for that rejection. At 7 feet, that length comes in handy.
A different look here for Detroit. Bryant comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Frank Jackson in for Lee. Garza covered by Morris. Cunningham. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. Fultz looking around. And finished off by Fultz.
Well, this is what's evolving over time, right? Markelle Fultz running the pick and roll, such a precise play.
Steps back and fires. They get the rebound. Here's Jackson. Misses the fallback J.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And sweet drive there. KCP, a smooth operator with terrific straight line speed.
Shot from 12. Cunningham's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Cunningham, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. What's up?
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And the Pistons making a change here. Grant's checked in. They get it again. Morris dishes to Maker. Caldwell Pope outside. Maker kicks to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Back to Maker. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very
time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Caldwell Pope outside. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Boston leading by 22. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside the arc. That one, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Count the basket.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. The three for DiVincenzo. Hits it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Now here's Hayes, guarded by Fultz. Now Hayes. Here's Grant. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Boston, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hayes and Cunningham, the backcourt pair. Ryan is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Grant in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Cunningham inside, guarded by Tatum.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Akers checked in for the Celtics. The pass to Doumbouya. Pass delivers. Here's Stewart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's ABC, covered by Lee. Hardy passes to Tatum. To the middle, stolen by Jumboya. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Stewart. And Boston with the rebound. Maker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Lee goes in. Outside for Jackson and taken away by Brown. There's the feed to Maker, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Detroit. Now a timeout called by Boston. Pass to Brown. Down low. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Four on the shot clock. Hardy passes to Williams. Count that one.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Lee bounce pass. Now here's Olynyk. He's covered closely. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Doumbouya. Excellent D there from Williams. For Boston, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's ABC. They grabbed their own miss. Shots good by Williams.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And, well, Detroit shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here he goes. That one goes in.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Hardy. Good D by Lee.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum, has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Jackson kicks to Lee. Back to Jackson. Pass delivers. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Whiteside's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's ABC. Tatum looking around. Traps in the tray. Tatum's got 27 points.
This guy, a sensational shooter. It doesn't take a lot of separation for Jason Tatum to put it in the basket.
Here's Livers, guarded by Tatum. And Whiteside sends it back. Hardy passes to Morris. Brown, the shot's good on the assist by Morris. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Livers, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that competition.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Here's ABC, covered by Lee. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Rebound by the Pistons. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. To the inside. Olynyk high post. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Von Maker.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
Brown the pass to Hardy. And here is Brown. The pass to Hardy. Clock at 6. The Celtics working the ball around now. Good on the shot.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Lee outside. Pass to Olynyk. 3-pointer. Williams with the block. Here's Livers. Garza. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Robert Williams at the line for your Pistons.
And the first one drops. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Whiteside.
Inside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Out to the right wing. Fires it up. It's hauled in by Brown.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rebounded by Jackson. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Passes to Livers. The 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brown outside. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Jaylen Brown.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Takes a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Dumboya passes, delivers. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Into the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that